What is the ego? I will receive whatever I request. We like to think that these are just cute little topics on metaphysical principles, and we don't always recognize that this is actually revealing to you a magnificent truth that is present always and something that has been applied to every aspect of your life. This is a law that you have lived by that you can't even recognize when you think you're separate from everything else. You start to recognize, you got a little genius in you. You start seeing a little pattern. You start seeing these little things that start happening, and you just recognize, wait, did it just happen because I thought about it? And we're like, oh, dude, it so happened because you thought about it, man. You're like a manifester. This is amazing. And we don't always, or maybe we're just coming into, why would we be surprised about simple things like blinking? We wouldn't be surprised about blinking. That's natural. We do that like thousands of times a day, right? Everybody, well, most everybody does it all the time, right? It's natural. Now, to a God, recognizing they receive everything they request is as natural as blinking. Why would you be surprised about blinking? Well, you'd only be surprised about blinking if it was a brand new thing to you. You never done it before, and it was just in your awareness. And I don't know about blinking. I don't know if you really get surprised about blinking the first time. But if you realize there's something, it's as natural as that anyway. Metaphor falls short, that's fine. But to recognize, as far as to think, and it is done, it is happening instantaneously, manifest, that's it. Instantly created is normal to a God. Now, you find that surprising. You find that like, whoa, dude, that's awesome. Because you forgot who you are. Because you used this same law, this same principle to manifest forgetting who you are. Yeah. You did this whole experience, you put yourself into loss and confusion, separation, because you receive everything you request. Yeah. Oh, you think this is something new that you're supposed to learn how to do. No, it's a recognition that it's always happened. And now, if you recognize it always happened, and always is happening, then you can now utilize it. Now, it's a little tricky because it's often misunderstood, like, well, I didn't get that ice cream I wanted. I don't know. Talking about my kids. And I requested it, right? Well, did you really want it, or did you want to want it? Like, did you actually want the fulfillment of it, or did you want the desire to have it? And it gets really tricky like that. Because we're putting ourselves inside folds after folding, and realizing that we're tricking ourselves, trying to make it almost impossible to recognize ourselves. It's like getting quicksand, and you climb out, you're sinking down, climb out, sinking down, as you're climbing out. And real recognition, remembering who you are, is in the same sense. You're if you're honestly making a real decision to remember yourself, you're counteracting a decision to forget yourself that you authentically, really honestly made. So you're pushing yourself in while you're pushing yourself out with the same authority and same power. Now, likelihood that if you don't recognize who you are and you're not getting anywhere in this course is because you're not as powerful as the decision to get in is. You're not recognizing the authority that came into the dream that is the only authority to get out of the dream. You're still a little person. A little person can't get out of the dream. It is the dream. The ego can't get out of the dream. It is the dream. It is a part of it. And it's just like playing with it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to get out of the dream. I'm going to meditate myself out of there. I'm going to just, it's going to be great. Am I there? Am I there? Is this heaven? Fooling yourself over and over and over again and really just not recognizing what it is. It's sad, but it's true, isn't it? Yeah, I'm a total douchebag. I'm like ripping on you guys lately. But it's sad. And as much, is it worth it? Is it worth it? I think about my family, think about good times, about friends. Is it really worth it? Of course, pain, suffering comes because I don't even know what I'm requesting. I don't even know how to request what I'm requesting, what I really want. Like, I don't even know how to want what I really want. It's like we're sitting there having fantasies about pain and suffering and being rejected. And then we think it's such a surprise when people reject you. You've been dreaming about it. You've been imagining it. You've been assuming it's going to happen. You don't realize that you're creating it? You haven't put it together yet? Yeah, let's put it together. Let's recognize it's all you, baby.